I'm at the prestigious Royal St David's Golf Club to break par 4 days in a row. Sounds easy, right? But there's a problem. You see, every time I go under par, my clubs move 30 years back in time. That means I'll be going from my shiny new set all the way back to wooden shafted hickories. I'll have 24 hours in each golfing era to shoot 1 under or better. If I fail at any stage, I'm packing up my persimmons and going home. If I succeed, I've ticked off generations of golfing excellence. Time to find out just how much new technology is helping my game.
Over the last century, golf technology has advanced at an alarming rate, from wooden shafted spoons to AI-powered tech. But in recent years, monumental leaps have turned into baby steps. Today, the modern golfer has to navigate a marketing monster that promises to improve their game beyond recognition, but in reality offers infinitesimal gains wrapped in delicious jargon. This commercial beast has fascinated me for years, but it leaves me with 2 questions. How much are modern clubs improving our games? And more importantly, are they increasing our enjoyment of the sport or distracting us from the beauty of a simple game? It's time to find out.
Day 1 begins here at Royal St David's Golf Club. I'll be playing 9 holes and I need to break par in 24 hours to qualify for the next era of golf clubs, which takes us 30 years back in time. But the challenge right now, break par on what is, by the way, the toughest par 69 in the UK. So maybe I've chosen the wrong golf course. Hole number 1 is a 428 yard par 4. Okay. So part of what we're trying to figure out here is just how easy these big-headed, shiny, modern-day clubs make the game. And so for the first round of the challenge, I've got my own set, my Wilson Dynapower driver, 3-wood CB model irons, and I've subbed out my normal Yes Cali blade for probably the putter of 2025 and 2024. It's a Lab DF3. So I'm embodying the cutting edge modern day golfer today at Royal St David's. Whoa. Oh yes. This is my favourite tee shot at this golf course. The Harlech Castle is on the hilltop behind the green, and so we've got to aim at one of the turrets with a 2-iron and fire your ammunition towards the castle. I've got the customary Salomons on feet. I've got the slate grey greenskeeper trousers. I've got the shooter shirt, a little base layer, and the black tech cap. So I'm feeling like a ninja, and I hope I can play like one too. Okay, 3rd hole, 450 yard par 4, tee slightly forward though, which I am quite pleased about. Go. Aye. That was mental. Okay, 173 yards. Just a perfect 7-iron. Go. Just short right, not great. Okay, level through 4. 370 yard par 4. It's 220 to the bunkers on the left. Oh, sit down. Sit, please. Oh, that's so dumb. No, that is a terrible bogey. Tees forward here, it's pretty generous. 350 yards. Quite a pleasant backdrop of Snowdonia National Park. Oh my God, how's that missed? 2 par 5s coming up, birdies on both of them will get the job done, fingers crossed. 7th hole, par 5, it's about 470 yards, straight at the greenkeeper's hut. Ah, it's gonna be short. 2 putt for birdie. Sit, 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 sit. Get me back to level par with a par 5 coming, which would be very nice. Oh! Well, that is extremely upsetting. 2 holes left of this front 9. Need to birdie both of them. Okay, 8th hole, par 5, dogleg right. Eagle gets me under par and it's doable. Please be good. Oh! Oh, it's annoying. Okay, back to level, 1 hole to play, need to birdie it. 154 yards, it's a perfect 9 iron, birdie required. Okay, it's pin high, 12 feet left. Must go in. Feels like it should go in, but that ain't how it works. Break, break, break. Yes. Whew. So that was a little close for comfort, but job done. I'm going to now leave my modern day equipment behind and head 30 years back in time to the 1990s, and to tell us about the shortcomings of the clubs back then compared to today's, we checked in with Gavin Bottrell from Time Warp Golf, who is a club historian. Over to you, Gavin.
Thanks, James. Congratulations on breaking par with your own set. To be honest, you made it look more difficult than I expected, but job done, I suppose. You can kiss goodbye to the comforts of modern technology though, because you're heading back to the 1990s. A time when ball speeds were as slow as your dial-up internet and driver heads looked more like training aids. Good luck out there, you'll need it.
The 90s was an unprecedented decade of change. First came the World Wide Web, a science project that morphed into, well, everything. 4 years later, Larry Page launched Google from his Stanford dorm room, and 4 years after that, Bezos started selling books out of his basement. Life on the fairways mirrored the technological boom. TaylorMade launched the first metal woods back in 1979, but 12 years later, the first titanium drivers hit the shelves in Japan. By the end of the decade, metallic tings were sounding across the world's tee boxes. Bigger was better, and my 1990s set tells that story. To take on the next stage of the challenge, I've been equipped with the Titleist 975D, the chunky Ping Zing 2 irons, and a modern iteration of the Ping Answer.
So day 2 begins. Very shortly, once I've teed off, I'll have 24 hours to break par over 9 holes with my 90s clubs. I've obviously got my 90s outfit on. I like it. We were actually saying that it kind of feels like this might be the 2025 outfit, because this seems to be what everyone's wearing on the course. These Ping Zings, they're feeling good. This might be easier than breaking par with my own clubs. So, I mean, the proof will be in the pudding, but they're feeling good so far. You know when your driver has grooves on it, that you're taking a step back in time. Okay, 24 hours to break par in the 90s. Let's do it. My outfit for the day, from the feet up, is a pair of Lambda Ferraras, which are actually quite new, but they've definitely got that sort of retro look to them, just a classic brown saddle. I've got the Manners Stableford trouser, which are a technical fabric, but they've got this sort of loose fit to them. I've got a little brown Western belt, which is slightly too big for me. And I've got this Nike oversized, slightly ridiculous patterned polo shirt, and the TaylorMade washed out sand cap on the top. So overall, I'm kind of feeling this outfit. Rules are rules. Play as it lies. Sit. Sit, 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 sit. Lovely. Slightly like lower ball flight with this. Whoa, sit, sit. Another slightly stressful par. Okay, 173, same as yesterday, funnily enough. Sit, sit, sit. Okay, 5th hole, 370 yards. Oh my God. The weather's turned. God, this is manging. Not sure my cotton polo is up to the test here. Woof. Go. Go. Par here gives me 2 chances to break par in the 90s, but I'd be kind of sad if that was to happen because I'm liking the clubs, I'm liking the fit. 2 birdie chances on the par 5s coming. Let's get to it. You could easily play week on week with these clubs and be pretty happy. You're also going to look a lot cooler. Get up, get up. Sit, 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 sit. It's looking good. Par 5 coming up. Maybe we go 2 under. 35 feet from just short of the green with the trusty ping answer, which has served me pretty well. In fact, I think Gavin has a fun fact to tell us about the ping answer.
I certainly do, James. That iconic putter you're holding was designed by the founder of Ping, Karsten Solheim. Struggling with his own game on the greens, he eventually had a eureka moment and sketched out his idea on a record sleeve. Karsten's wife proposed that since the putter was the answer to all of his problems on the greens, they should call it just that. They dropped the W and the Ping answer was born. It would go on to become the most successful putter in golf history. So you've got no excuses for not rolling this one in, James.
Yes. Okay, 2 under after 8, which means I can kind of relax on this 9th hole. Go. I must say the ping zings are very nice to look down on. There's like so much face to hit. I approve. Sit. For par, to shoot 2 under. Lovely. That's the 90s complete, which I feel quite sad about because that was a lovely bag of clubs. Quite a nice outfit as well. Stage 2 of the challenge is complete and we're heading back to the 1960s. But before we do, we checked in again with Gavin to see just how difficult it's going to be because we're moving back to persimmons, we're moving back to blades. It's a whole different ball game.
It certainly is, James, because you'll be leaving the comfort of the titanium head behind. With a 1960s persimmon in your hand, you're going to have to be a lot more accurate with your ball striking. Catch one out of the screws and watch it fly. But get too familiar with the toe and you'll send one nosediving into the nearest pot bunker. And I know you're fond of a hook. Anyway, from the driver, you'll get some respite though. The blades from Arnie's day aren't too dissimilar to your modern set. And from what I saw, the further you can get away from that spaceship putter, the better. Channel your inner Hogan. Godspeed, James.
The 60s were volatile and violent. Martin Luther King delivered a speech that shook the world. JFK was assassinated in Dallas. Then everyone looked up. Neil Armstrong stepped onto the dust of another planet, whilst back on Earth the airwaves were teeming with life. The Beatles, Zeppelin, Hendrix and the Stones rewrote the rules. The counterculture spilled onto the streets, tie-dyed and unwashed. But while the world experimented, those at the country club steamed their cardigans. Arnie and Nicholas dominated the golfing world as Hogan and Snead bowed out. Wielding persimmon heads and razor-thin blades, they cut the ribbon of the PGA Tour and ushered in a new era of commercial opportunity. The first rock stars of the game were born. It's time to follow in their footsteps.
So, to be fair to say, it's been somewhat of a breeze so far, but that's not the case going forward for one key reason. In the 1960s, titanium heads were not in existence, so we have a persimmon. This bad boy, unhit, the screws are in flawless condition. It's actually still got the price tag on it, £80 back in the day. I've literally never hit a club that isn't a titanium head, so it's not as small as I thought it was going to be. It kind of looks like an enlarged 3-wood, but the sweet spot is definitely smaller. I mean, that was quite pure. 3 under with the persimmon? Why not?
We are a world away from the Lab DF3 that we started with a couple of days ago. I feel like Ben Hogan right now, and he bangs them in for fun, so. I've got 24 hours from this moment on to break par over 9 holes with these 1960s clubs. Hopefully one of those knuckleballs from the range appears. I mean, it's gone noticeably shorter than the last 2 drives on this hole. We have these Acushnet branded Titleist irons, this Mizuno Pro persimmon headed driver. It's been in my dad's loft for the last, well, probably 50 odd years. And then on the greens, we'll be rolling with this, this bullseye putter. That went miles. Nothing the bullseye can't handle. Lovely. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe in that bunker. This golf course has got a lot harder all of a sudden. Strange. Got my dad's ancient FootJoy Classics on, which he said they had to stop making because they cost more money than they could sell them for. Slightly loose cotton pleated trousers on, a Manners polo underneath this navy cardigan, and the white flat cap just to top it all off. The swing isn't quite Hogan-esque, but at least the outfit is. Yes, keeps the dream alive. Go, go, go. Sit, sit, sit. 1 over through 4. Almost all of the clubs that I've sourced for this challenge have come from golf clubs for cash. So if you find yourself inspired and want to take a step back in time, they don't just sell modern clubs. You can also find a set of 1960s Acushnet blades on there. Oh my God. I hate this wedge. Oh my God. Oh, it's so far right. Okay, let's get back to level par. Yes. Just need to get that persimmon tee shot away and we could be in the money. No. Ah. Sit, 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 sit. For birdie to go 1 under. Oh. Okay, level par, 1 hole to play. Ouija, yeah, sent. Guy, you?
Oh, Millen Gavin.
Millen Gavin, that's the one, yeah.
Look at this,
Right,
man.
so yeah, that's the persimmon that we're using. I don't know if you've ever tried to hit one of those, but it's not quite as forgiving as today's stuff.
No, but what we'll do, if you're doing 9 holes, see, next hole, we'll all take a shot of that.
Oh. Fly, 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 fly. Oh, that is rubbish! Slightly nervous about giving the group in front that persimmon driver, given the divot that we saw on the previous tee. And if that driver breaks, I'm fucked. If you just leave it by the tee if you want. Thanks, mate. I know. Not much to it, but quite far away from the hole, so it's unlikely, but not impossible. Damn it. The time is ticking on my 24-hour attempt to break par in the 1960s, but I'm feeling good, feeling good. Okay, day 3 here at Royal St David's Golf Club. We're still stuck in the 60s. Had a decent go at it yesterday, but it wasn't quite to be. It's possible, and today it's flat calm. The weather looks good for the rest of the day, so I think it's time. I think it's time that we qualify to the 1920s.
Okay, 1 over after 3. Time to make some birdies. Whoa. That would have been hole in one of my career with a set of old 60s blades. Oh, hit it! One over par, 2 par 5 looming. There's a chance. Oh, I'm leaving them short today. It's not good. No! 2 over, 3 holes to play. Oh, hammered that. Oh, that's rotten. Let's go back to the first tee.
The value of custom fit irons and a 460cc driver was starting to become clear. With no forgiveness over tee and a set of irons that couldn't be tamed.
No. That's so bad.
It looked like I might be about to stumble at this persimmon crafted hurdle.
Oh, as it goes so far right!
As chance after chance slipped through my fingers, the ticking clock nudged its way to the front of my mind. Every minute that passed meant more pressure on the subsequent round. To make matters worse, the British weather was finally starting to show its teeth.
Bit of a rain delay to proceedings, but we're back. It might get a bit tight. That's it. Yes. Break. Sit. Sit. Get going, get going, get going, get going, get going. Okay, 1 under after 6, 2 par 5s to come. Looking good. Okay, 1 under with 2 holes to play. The distance dispersion really is something with this persimmon. You can hit it 200, and if you catch one, you can hit it like the same distance as a modern driver. Break. Oh, that's a relief. Okay, -2 after 8. Bit of a ceremonial 9th hole. Fight. Okay, certainly take it. 2 under par with my 1960s get up and my 1960s clubs. That means we're heading back to the 1920s. The forecast for tomorrow is looking bleak, so combining a grim forecast with a tweed blazer and a set of wooden shafted clubs is not really appealing to me right now. But to explain the difficulties of playing with hickories, we've got Gavin to run us through his historical niche. He knows his stuff.
Well, James, despite your best efforts to butcher that, the final stage of the challenge is all that remains. You've done well to get this far, so don't be disheartened when you inevitably fall at this final hurdle. Golf in the 1920s is a far cry from today's game, a sport for gentlemen where outfits were pieced together to peacock social status, not to maximise backswing mobility. But that won't be your only problem. Steel shafts didn't arrive until 1929, so you're stuck with oiled hickory shafts, which means a lot of face rotation and lower swing speeds. Heads are small with minuscule sweet spots, and the irons don't even have grooves on them. But other than that, you should be fine. A few over par with these sticks is a score to be proud of. Chin up.
The 20s roared, and for good reason. The wheels of mass production were greased, lines of credit flooded to the public, and cutting-edge advertising battled for their attention. The economy boomed. Golf came along for the ride. The number of courses in the USA doubled in the space of 5 years. On the front pages, Bobby Jones was changing a gentleman's pastime into a fiercely competitive sport. Sadly, the steel shaft wasn't legalised until 1929, and so I'm dealing with something a little less advanced.
Okay, 8 AM on day 4, and we are into the 1920s. It's not really the weather that we needed. The forecast looks really bleak. I'm hitting a few balls on the range here, but it feels futile. I've never hit hickories before. This is quite novel. I mean, there's absolutely zero spin on it. It's like a knuckleball 9-iron. If this ball flight is decent, then maybe this is all possible. It's not bad. Well, these are kind of fire. So a few putts with this horrible butter knife spoon looking thing. Okay, the rain has died down a little bit, so let's get to the first tee before it starts again. Breaking par feels like a pretty big ask, but from this point on, I've got 24 hours to do just that. Well, that was kind of flushed. It's actually gone further than a couple of the persimmon drives that I hit. I don't have my laser with me. Feels fitting. I didn't have lasers in the 1920s. Also, the slightly tricky part is that 2 of these clubs have numbers on them, a 6 and a 4-iron, and the others are just sort of blank. So I guess you've got to just lay them down and see which one has the most loft. Sit. They don't feel as archaic as I thought they would. Like the ball is flying off the face. The putter looks a little bit more like a ice hockey stick. Right, take that. So I've given you a what's in the bag for each of the eras so far, but this is probably the one where I'm going to have the absolute least insight. From the top down, I've got 3 things that look like a driver. The only distinguishing factor is that this one has a stripe on the top, slippery leather wound grip, and a metal plate on the bottom, which apparently is to help you hit it off the fairway. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different irons. There is not a groove in sight. They've got these dimples on it, which is why you can't generate any spin. Finally, I've got this Ben Sayers putter. It's called the Benny putter, hand forged in Scotland. Thinking about 80 yards, so I'm going to use the most lofted spoon. Sit. It's not going right, which is a pleasant change compared to yesterday's irons, so maybe these are better suited to me. This ain't bad, this driver. Go. Oh, that's nasty. Sit down, sit. Go in. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, that would have been absolutely fantastic if that had gone in. Oh no, that's awful. Let's go. Oh, it's not too bad actually. Break. Stay 1 over after 5. Sit. My team of stylists have let me down big time. No. Okay, 2 over. It means I've got to birdie the last 3 holes. So for the 4th and final fit check of the challenge, I've got some brown Brogue Lambda shoes on the feet. I've got some khaki green kilt socks. I've got some +4s that I borrowed from Gavin. A sort of creamy Oxford shirt, brown tie, and the merino sweater vest, which I don't think was around in the 20s, but it fit the colour palette, so fits the bill. And this little flat cap, little tweed flat cap. I think this might be the best outfit of the series, but you can let me know what you think in the comments. Might be quite good actually. For Eagle to get back to level par.
break. Oh. It's gone nowhere, unfortunately. We've got miles in, like 250 yards. Oh no, sit, 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 sit. Okay, this is to get back to level par. 1 over, hole in 1 required on the 9th to break par. This one. If it goes in, I'm taking all my 1920s clothes off and I'm running around this golf course. Go a bit, go a bit, go a bit. Okay, 1 over, first go with the hickories. We'll head back to the first. The weather that we predicted this morning was a bit delayed, but it's coming in hot and heavy now, so we're gonna take a break. We'll be back when the rain stops. The rain has cleared. We've been nestled up in our accommodation for the last 4 or 5 hours. It's literally been pouring down. We go again, last try of today. Go, go, go. Sit, 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 sit. Probably got like 70 yards left, and I was trying to hit that ball on the green. Yes. Level through 3. Let's keep it going. Wow, that's bad. That is bad. Yes. I was sort of expecting this horrible, shuddery, splintery feeling in your hands when you made contact with the turf, but there definitely isn't that. The club feels very light. There's no bounce or sole on the bottom of the iron, so they really sort of dig into the ground. Oh, that might have been quite close to hitting the pin. Go. 2 birdie chances coming. This could be the one. Can't really see where I'm going, but I've got 6 iron. Everyone's clamoring for a less spin, higher launch. They're hiring AI experts to design their new club heads, movable weights. I mean, it sounds a bit cheesy, but does any of it matter? Like, my enjoyment of the last 4 days of golf has increased as my clubs have got worse. 16 feet, bit of right to left for birdie to get to 1 under par. Oh, okay, level through 7, par 5 coming up. It's now or never. 230 to the flag. Wind is straight off the left. Got my trusty wood. Fight. Go. Go, 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 go. Career golf shot. I think that's about 4 feet. I thought that was going to go in for a second. Oh my god, that would have been mental. Like, I don't hit shots like that with my own 3-wood. I think all things considered, that's probably the best golf shot I've ever hit. Anyway, there's a job to be done here to complete a near perfect hole. I'm actually quite nervous. Oh, that feels very good. 2 under with the hickories with 1 hole to play. So on to the 9th, a ceremonial finish. Hopefully, I'm not gonna make double, am I? It's quite far short, but it's okay. I'm actually quite nervous about finishing off this hole. I mean, I think I'm gonna be okay, but when we started the challenge, I figured if I could get to the hickories, if I could break par,
in the modern day, the 90s, the 60s, and get to the hickories, then we'd have a video. And that would be a decent achievement. I didn't think it was going to be possible with these. Get up, go, go. This would be for a bogey-free 2-under with the hickories. Oh, for bogey. To shoot 1-under with the hickories and complete the challenge. I've broken par in every major era of golf.
Weeks ago, the prospect of a round with hickories, the splintering, shuddering feeling of a missed strike kept me on edge. Knowing how difficult golf is with my own clubs, the challenge of a round with a set of antiques seemed like a step too far. But when a task becomes harder, two things happen. Your expectation to succeed drops, and the satisfaction if you do succeed is far greater. I think that's why we all got obsessed with golf in the first place. A tiny ball and a minuscule target out of sight beyond the gorse. The odds are overwhelmingly stacked against us, and so a birdie hits the deepest recesses of our pleasure centres.
Yes.
But in the last decade, something has changed. Armed with military-grade technology, we think we deserve total control of the game. Success is brushed off with indifference. Failure is unthinkable. Golf with old equipment is the antithesis of that. A soaring drive is something to be cherished, and those 4-foot putts feel more like a challenge than a burden. Away from the noise, you're transported back to a time before the weight of expectation. Modern clubs have made this game more accessible than ever, and that's a great thing. But if you're fatigued by the baggage of the modern game, it might be time to lighten the load.